What if one decision could shake the entire football world? What if one nation's stand against FIFA triggered a chain reaction that no one saw coming? Tonight, a storm is building around the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and at the center of it all is Iran. Reports, reactions, and growing speculation are now raising a question that only weeks ago seemed impossible. Could Iran actually boycott the FIFA World Cup? And if that happens, what would it mean for FIFA, for the tournament, and for football fans around the world? The possibility has ignited fierce debate across social media, sports media, and football communities worldwide. Millions of fans are watching closely as tensions continue to rise. While FIFA has spent years preparing for what is expected to be the biggest World Cup in history, the organization now finds itself facing a new challenge, one that could threaten the image of the tournament itself. For FIFA, the World Cup is more than just football. It is the crown jewel of global sport. It brings together nations, cultures, and billions of viewers. Every edition of the tournament is designed to celebrate unity through football. But when discussions of a potential boycott begin to emerge, that message of unity suddenly comes under pressure. Iran is one of Asia's most recognized football nations. Over the years, the Iranian national team has consistently qualified for major international tournaments and built a passionate fan base across the world. Their presence at the World Cup has become a familiar sight for football supporters. That is why even the idea of Iran stepping away from the tournament is generating headlines around the globe. Football analysts are now asking what could happen if tensions continue to escalate. Would FIFA intervene? Would negotiations begin behind closed doors? Could other football associations become involved? These questions are fueling non-stop discussion across the football community. What makes this situation even more dramatic is the timing. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is expected to be the largest World Cup ever held. With more teams, more matches, and greater global attention than any previous edition, expectations are incredibly high. FIFA has invested enormous resources into making the tournament a historic success. Any controversy surrounding participating nations immediately becomes international news. Fans are now divided. Some believe FIFA should address all concerns raised by participating nations. Others argue that football should remain separate from political disputes. The debate is growing louder every day, and the possibility of a boycott has only intensified emotions. Across social media platforms, hashtags connected to FIFA, Iran, and the World Cup are spreading rapidly. Videos discussing the issue are attracting thousands of comments. Supporters from different countries are expressing strong opinions. Some are backing Iran's position, while others fear that a boycott could damage the spirit of the tournament. For FIFA officials, maintaining stability is critical. The organization understands that public perception matters. Every headline, every controversy, and every international dispute can impact the reputation of the competition. That is why reports of growing tensions have captured so much attention. The football world has seen controversies before. From governance disputes to fan protests and international disagreements, FIFA has faced many challenges throughout its history. However, World Cup-related boycotts always generate special concern because they strike at the heart of the tournament itself. Imagine the opening weeks of the World Cup overshadowed by controversy instead of football. Imagine broadcasters, sponsors, and fans focusing on political tensions rather than goals and celebrations. That is exactly the scenario FIFA wants to avoid. As discussions continue, many experts believe FIFA's next moves will be crucial. Transparency, communication, and diplomacy could all play significant roles in preventing the situation from escalating further. The football governing body understands that every decision will be examined by millions of fans worldwide. Meanwhile, players themselves could find themselves caught in the middle. Professional footballers spend years working toward the dream of representing their country on the world's biggest stage. For many players, the World Cup is the defining moment of their careers. Any uncertainty surrounding participation creates enormous emotional pressure. Supporters inside stadiums and viewers watching from home are also paying close attention. The World Cup is built on passion, excitement, and national pride. Fans want to see the best teams competing against each other. The possibility of any major nation being absent naturally raises questions about the integrity and completeness of the tournament. Financial implications could also become a major factor. The FIFA World Cup generates billions in revenue through broadcasting agreements, sponsorship deals, ticket sales, and merchandise. Large-scale controversies can create uncertainty among stakeholders. Sponsors typically prefer stability and positive global attention, not headlines dominated by disputes. The international media has already begun analyzing every development. News outlets are publishing updates, experts are offering opinions, and football channels are discussing possible outcomes. The story continues to evolve, with each new report adding another layer of intrigue. For Iran, the decision would carry enormous significance. Participation in the World Cup has always represented an opportunity to compete against the world's elite teams and showcase national talent on a global stage. Any discussion surrounding withdrawal or boycott therefore becomes a matter of major international interest. The broader football community is now watching carefully to see how events unfold. Some believe the situation will eventually be resolved through dialogue. Others fear that tensions could continue to grow. At this stage, uncertainty remains the biggest factor. What cannot be denied is the scale of the attention this story has generated. Around the world, fans are asking the same question: what happens next? Will FIFA find a solution? Will tensions ease? Or could the football world witness one of the most dramatic moments in modern World Cup history? As the countdown to the 2026 FIFA World Cup continues, every development will be scrutinized, every statement will be analyzed, every rumor will spark new debates. The stakes could not be higher. One thing is certain: FIFA is facing growing pressure, and the football world is watching closely. The possibility of an Iran World Cup boycott has transformed from a hypothetical discussion into one of the most talked-about stories in international football. Whether it ultimately happens or not, the conversation has already captured global attention. And if this situation continues to intensify, the road to the 2026 World Cup could become far more dramatic than anyone expected. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over. The future of one of football's biggest controversies may be decided in the coming weeks, and the entire world will be watching every step of the way.